Welcome to Alpha Theory. Consider this your spoiler warning. Is Jonas bad? Currently, the only villains in the show Sense8 that truly oppose the Sense8s are the BPO, with it coming off as mostly whispers opposing the Sense8s. But what if Jonas will later become one of the villains, and not by siding with the BPO either? Jonas Maliki is kind of a chaotic neutral character. He seems to have been on different sides at different times, and almost no one trusts him except the cluster he is the father of. Jonas has a heart-to-heart conversation with Will, telling Will that he never knew where his allegiances should be due to him having so many conflicting identities growing up. Jonas tells Will that Will's father was more right than he would know by slicing the world into us and them categories. To me, that is Jonas saying he finally has his side. The side of the Sense8s. The side against humans. Jonas goes on to say their kind, the Sense8s, were most likely around since the beginning, and that he wants to make sure the Sense8s are there at the end. Sure, the word end can be random, but can he be hinting at a possible end of the world? Or maybe the end of people that are not Sense8s? He might be using the word end as kind of like the end of a war, the war between Sense8s and non-Sense8s. Will asks Jonas if he has a secret, which Jonas does tell him a secret, but it was probably something Will already knew or assumed. That Whispers was going to try and use him to get to Will's cluster. But I feel that is Jonas lying by telling the truth. He does tell Will the truth, but not the real secret. I strongly feel he is still hiding more. Even Whispers says, careful not to tell them too much or they won't believe you. What are these extra details that the current Sense8s can't know about yet? Jonas thinks people that aren't Sense8s kill easy since they feel nothing. Which is biased since a lot of people feel emotions, as we know personally, and if you don't somehow know that we feel emotions from your own life, you see non-Sense8s having emotions in the show also. If this ends up being the case, the current cluster would most likely not stand for Jonas wanting to end most of humanity. They would most likely oppose him, and it is possible for Jonas to become an enemy later on in the series if he really does view the world in an us versus them kind of way now. Well, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you liked my theory and you would like to see more theory and review videos on Sense8 or other shows.